Hello everyone and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today I'm going to be doing another mod overview. This is the Thorium Reactors mod. This mod adds 8 large grid reactors and 8 small grid reactors into the game, as well as another block called the Thorium Refinery. This mod is very similar in principle to the Deuterium Reactors mod, and I say this because it adds its own refinery block, and I say this because it adds its own new ore to the game. It adds its own refinery block to the game, and the reactors you'll see in this mod are tiered. So I'm going to start off over here with a very simple setup. This would get you started with a thorium reactor. So on the left here is a thorium refinery. Now this will not process anything other than thorium. It will only process the thorium ore, which can, I believe, currently only be found in asteroids. All you have to do is place the thorium ore into the inventory and it will turn it into a very small amount of thorium fuel pellets. This has been going for quite a while and it hasn't exactly made a lot. Now the consumption of these fuel pellets will increase depending on the tier of your reactor, so that's one thing you want to look out for. So we'll start with the smaller variants. Starting on the left, we have the smallest and least powerful large grid scale reactor in this mod. This produces 27 megawatts, but it will use the least amount of thorium pellets. This is a 1x1x1, as you can see. Moving on to the tier 2 version, it is exactly the same visually, but it produces twice the power. The same is true for the following two reactors, producing 108 megawatts and 216 megawatts respectively. I have actually just color coded these so they don't actually spawn as this color if you place them. Now stepping it up a bit, we have the larger variants. So starting off, we have a significant increase in power output compared to the highest tier of the last reactors. This is the tier 1 large version and it's a 3x3x3, so it's the same scale as a normal large reactor. And this produces 540 megawatts, which is actually quite a bit more than the regular large reactor. Stepping up to the tier 2 version, and we're presented with a pretty sizable 1.08 gigawatt output. So this would be enough to power most things in vanilla. But if you want to step it up even more, you have the tier 3 and the tier 4 variants. Tier 3 is twice the power of the tier 2 version, and tier 4 is twice the power of the tier 3 version. So you can max it out at 4.28 gigawatts, but it will use a hell of a lot of thorium pellets in the process. So you will need a lot of thorium refineries in order to make this thing work. I definitely suggest using the higher tier versions if you're using things like shield mods and energy weapons, like the directed energy weapons mod, for example. All of these are also available in the small grid scale apart from the refinery. I'd actually say this was a fairer mod than the Deuterium Reactors mod. If you just want to have fun and want to produce as much power as possible, use the Deuterium Reactors mod. But if you want a more balanced mod for survival that's pretty fair on players, then use this mod. There is also a special component this mod adds so that you can build these reactors. This is the Advanced Reactor Bundle. You will need 120 of these to build the smallest reactor, and you need 5,400 of these to build the highest end one. These are actually quite expensive to build, so you'll need a mix of iron, cobalt, gravel, which is actually quite a good thing, silver and gold to build one of these, and you'll also need superconductors, which are expensive to build in their own right. So that concludes my overview of the Thorium Reactors mod. If you like this video, please leave it a like, as I really do appreciate it, and consider subscribing. Also, join my Discord server. The link is in the description below. I'm hoping to get a few more members to have some good discussions, and there's also a few sections on there for video suggestions and just general talking for the community. As I film this video, I now have 60 subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. I do have quite a few on here now. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.